behalf of Smart Start of Mecklenburg County, we hope you and your loved ones are safe during this challenging time. As board chair of Smart Start, I'm committed to helping our community achieve its vision of creating pathways to economic opportunity by focusing on education as the core foundation for a lifetime of success. Our organization has a long history of supporting our county's youngest children and their families. While the COVID-19 crisis has presented its own unique challenges, it has not swayed our resolve to do everything we can to assist families and early educators in nurturing young children. The Smart Start team has been relentless in continuing our work with children and families and exploring new ways to connect and collaborate with others in the community while working safely from home. In the wake of hardship, our funded programs continue to support families, focusing on early care and education, health, and literacy for children birth to 5. And now, here's a little bit more about how Smart Start has been engaging with and supporting the community.
The work Smart Start of Mecklenburg County does every day impacts the 85,000 children ages 0 to 5 in our community. Our child care provider COVID-19 Relief Fund has been created to help our child care community affected by the coronavirus pandemic. These funds will provide child care centers the resources to purchase supplies needed to either reopen or remain open, allowing essential workers to keep working. To date, we've been able to provide over $100,000 in funding to over 280 child care facilities. We've also created a COVID-19 updates and resources page on our website that provides a variety of resources as well as an email address specifically for those in need of assistance related to COVID-19. Additionally, our team has sent advocacy letters to key legislators to encourage support of child care and early education. Our programs that usually provide services directly to families with infants and toddlers are adapting to new ways of working remotely. Smart Start is providing resources to help families and service providers offer parenting information and resources during this stressful time. From here, we'll let our in-house programs update you on their efforts during these times of need.
If you haven't heard, the Imagination Library is a free book-giving program for children birth to 4 living in our community. During this time, I've connected with a variety of businesses and organizations in support of the Imagination Library, such as Refugee Support Services, the Bethlehem Center, Second Harvest Food Bank, and all 67 meal distribution sites provided through CMS. These partners have allowed us to gain access to over 22,000 families in need, and we're providing them with online enrollment information for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. In addition, we're supporting MEC Pre-K's summer enrichment efforts by equipping families with the books and tools needed to tackle summer reading loss. Thanks to platforms like Novant Health's My Community page and Aunt Bertha, families are linked to essential resources and services, including Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. So I just want to say thank you to all of our partners. Thank you to the community for rallying together to support families during this time.
Our program works with families and their children with an autism spectrum diagnosis. Through the COVID-19 pandemic, we've been in contact with our families multiple times a week, providing a variety of resources, from educational to personal, from behavioral to simple things such as how to use telehealth and how to work with your child with wearing a mask. We've been trying to support our families in the needs that they have the most. Additionally, we have been having parent support groups virtually. This allows our parents to be able to connect with other families even though they cannot see them in person, to still share what kind of frustrations, what kind of challenges, and what kind of joys they're experiencing through this crisis. We look forward to continuing to serve these families through the pandemic and in the future.
MEC Pre-K is a high-quality pre-kindergarten program free of charge to families that qualify residing here in the county. MEC Pre-K classrooms are housed in licensed 4- and 5-star centers and have birth through kindergarten certified teachers. MEC Pre-K throughout the stay-at-home and COVID-19 continued with our instruction. Our MEC Pre-K teachers set up e-learning platforms and offered 2.5 hours of instruction each day. Our MEC Pre-K office created a wellness survey that went out to families to evaluate some of the needs in the home and to provide resources. Our MEC Pre-K providers continue with supporting families by having food drives and making food deliveries to families, as well as providing supplies that were needed in the home. Our MEC Pre-K office sent weekly communication to families, giving them updates on COVID-19 and also updates on the program, as well as providing and passing along any resources that we've received from the community. Our MEC Pre-K program continued with our regular end of the year roundup. We were able to offer our families virtual parent-teacher conferences and provide strategies and skills to further assist their children in their preparation for kindergarten. Our MEC Pre-K 1920 families will graduate from the program on June the 9th, and we couldn't be more thrilled about that. To ensure that we continue and infuse instruction throughout the summer months, MEC Pre-K has put together a summer enrichment packet that will provide activities each day leading up to the first day of kindergarten for our families.
The Basics Mecklenburg is a community-wide early brain development campaign. During COVID-19, we're sending weekly emails to partners with tips for practicing the basics while social distancing. We're also continuing to share materials like the resources Myers Park Pediatrics shares during well-child visits and the bookmarks promising pages included in age-appropriate books distributed at CMS feeding sites.